Good evening and welcome back to Astroneer Hardcore. I'm Modi Apparatus. Hardcore means, first of all, permadeath. One life is all I have to live. If I die, the game is over. Second rule of hardcore is that I only get one set of tethers. I said per planet originally. I think I'll just make that total. So I'll get 11 tethers permanently, and that's going to be it. And then next rule is no trade platform, so no trading for more resources. And the last rule is no fuel condensers, so no making hydrazine out of thin energy. That is the rules. Welcome back to Astroneer Hardcore. As you can see, I've been a little bit busy. What happened was that I recorded an episode, and unfortunately, I missed the first half of that thing, in that I didn't actually record it. So we have one section of gameplay here lost to time. And since I had some time lost anyways, I thought I'd make myself a nice big wall. And I'll explain some more of the reasoning behind that in a minute, but it looks pretty good. I can't believe I got it this flat. You can see there's some pop-in going on right now, but it is flat. It's a flat wall, 3 sides. I left it open on the river, the empty river over here, the canyon. So we're protected from sandstorms somewhat. It doesn't really do a great job protecting from sandstorms because it's really far away from where the base is. I can't be hanging out of the base. The blocks I just tested, they just still come over the top. I hopped in the habitat after a sandstorm, and then they just saw that they were still coming in. So that will not save us. The wall alone will not save us. If we got close to the wall, it might, as long as we had the right direction on the sandstorm. But given this is hardcore, I don't necessarily want to take that risk. So I've just been leveling off the ground here, make it look nice and pretty in here. I have a nice little archway here for the vehicles to come in and out of. And I think from here, we can get just about everywhere we need to go. So, and then the backside, we have a bridge coming off across the canyon, which will still keep in effect. I don't have any plans to make a wall on that side of the canyon at all, really. But the idea here is related to our goals for Terran. So if you guys remember from last episode, which was, I apologize, many moons ago, I had a vacation in the meantime here. I went to Disney World. And we're back, I'm well rested, so we're back at it. And then when I tried to record my next episode here, unfortunately, it was the one that got lost. So there is that problem, the compound problem of, now it's been like 6 or 7 days since the last episode, so I know some people are asking for it and wondering where is Astroneer. It is coming, I'm working on it. It's just, you know, some problems, and among other things, took priority. So we're back here, and if you remember last time, we were talking about goals for Terran, and I didn't really have a goal for Terran. But someone in the comments, and forgive me, I don't have it in front of me. Let me find the person's name so I'm giving credit where credit is due. Alright, took a minute to look it up. Giving credit where credit is due, of course. Johab M, J-O-H-A-B-M. He said on Terra, I think he means Terran, obviously here. Make a base on every spot when you fly with the ship, complete base, research, smelter, etc. I think that's a great idea. So basically what he's saying is that when we zoom out with the ship, there's a bunch of spots we can land on the planet here. And to make a base on every one of those spots, that would be quite the objective, and I like the idea. And I like that we could potentially even drive between them then, and see our bases on the horizon, drive between them, find the caves nearby, and that actually would help us as far as resource gathering as well. It's unfortunate the trains are not in the game still. Originally, they thought that trains would be part of the game, and it was in the original code, but they took it out because it wasn't working quite right. Yeah, trains would have been very cool, because then I could like transported everything between them by train. That would have been amazing. But yeah, so that is a great idea, and I think I'd take them up on that. Now, the reason that the wall is here and how that relates. Once we take off and build a base on another spot, how do we tell the difference between this base and another base? I want this base to be my main base, my centralized base, where all of the resources are stored for the most part. So we need a way to differentiate them. So I thought maybe we can make a wall or a building or structure of some kind that could be visible from space. And I don't want to just make a gigantic spire, because that is extremely risky. Making a gigantic spire and accidentally falling off of it would end the game, and that would be not good for anybody. As you can see, here's a back look of the wall here. It's not flat all the way across here. I did manage to get a flat portion of it, so I could flatten this out in the near future. It's just a matter of getting enough power and that kind of thing. Right now, all of my tethers are at the underground area that we left before, so we don't have anything right now for those. I'm just grabbing some research here, and I don't think this is going to be... the one thing we're missing, though, the one thing that's holding us back from leaving right now is that we don't have the ship research yet. We don't have the spaceship research. That's the only thing stopping me from leaving right now, just getting a good look at the place, because I don't want to have just a shuttle sitting there. If we make a shuttle, we're going to have to get, well, we're going to have to do it again. We're going to have to do it again for the correct piece eventually later. So I would rather just do it right the first time and wait for the space shuttle before we build anything. But that is limit us. So I think what we need to do is, what did we get here? Aluminum, okay, yeah. I think what we need to do is make the truck. I think that's what we need to do. We have a rover here, that's, well, it's well and good. I think we need to make the truck. And then go on a little expedition across the surface here. Someone said drive all the way across Terran. That is not too much of a tremendous feat, I don't think. I've done that many times before. I think we can accomplish that without making it an overall goal. Right now I'm going to drive over here to where I believe the tethers are located and see if we can collect those back, and then we can continue on. You know what, they're not over here. I know where they are actually. They're not over here. They're further down this way to the right, aren't they? Because we came out of the base on the back side there where the hill is, which is now, you know, blocked off by a wall, of course, but I think we were headed over this way. There's some hydrazine there. There's a, yeah, there's the tethers right there. There was also a resin deposit back here, I want to say. Let's take a look and make sure that's not been collected recently. Yeah, it hasn't been collected recently. Oh, fell out. Gotta be careful I don't lose too much power on this. We're actually running out right now. We're heading into the hole here in a second, so it'll be okay. Gonna get a couple of resin right now. And fill it up mostly. We're draining out our car here, so I gotta be careful not to drain it out completely. I should make this a little easier to drive into, I think, eventually. But not right now, not right now. You'll also notice I got a, whoa, come back, Rover, come back. I have a little organic thing on the back of my pack here. That's so we can pick up this organic here and turn it into fuel, or energy, rather. Just cost us 1 aluminum for that, so it was well worth it, or 1 copper. 1 copper, yeah, so that was well worth it. That's one of the things I did in the missing episode here, the lost episode. And the only thing that's really happened with the lost episode was I discussed the plans for Terran here, which I just did. And then I started on the wall and took a little expedition down into here. Yeah, I think actually what I need to do is drive the rover into here if I can. That might be a bigger project here. Let's see if we can do it quick. Will the rover fit as it is? I don't think so. We should start thinking about grabbing that hydrazine also, because I only have like 4 and that ain't gonna get us very far. Okay, let's see if we can fit this in here. It's a tight fit. Okay, we might need to re-expand here. And I don't want to accidentally like fly through the wall or anything like that. That is a bad thing. Especially that we're in hardcore mode here. I'm just gonna widen the ceiling here a little bit. Let me widen the sides a little bit. That way we can drive in, and we're out of power now. Alright, well we have this though. I was looking for problematic spots actually. I think we can get the car back in here regardless. But, it seems how it's low on power, I'd rather wait until daytime and make sure it's fully charged. Actually, now that it's out in here, it's not going to charge now, is it? It does have wind power. Oh god, get out of there. Let's back it up here quick. Is it sunny out yet? It looks like it is not quite yet. This power here is not working, this power thing here, actually. So we should probably just vacate it right now. Get that out of here. Sometimes those things break. And I think what's related to those is that they get a little bit used up from either from my pack or something like that, and then they can no longer function, because they only will function with machines when they're completely full. So that is the reasons that it's not working here for us. Okay, I think that's charged enough. I think we can get in the hole here now. We'll drive it in, and hopefully it'll fit this time. And not pop through the walls. That's the big thing I'm concerned about. This is probably still too tight a fit, but we're making it. Okay, we gotta be careful not to Not to connect to our power. We just are using it for oxygen, actually. We're not going to try to connect to our power here while we're here. So what we're going to do is grab some more resin. We need that badly. If there's any power around here, I'm going to grab that too. Looks like I'm connecting to something for power. Hopefully it's not draining the car. I have a little more organic in here too I can grab. We also have some laterite, which we'll need to fill up on as well. We'll definitely need this. Power's out again. Okay, good. That's actually a good thing because I didn't want to be connected to our main power here. Now I'm going to connect and it's going to drain out of the car here, I think. Okay, it's not draining. Good, good. That's what I wanted. So are we filled up here? Yeah, we're just about filled up, so I'm not going to collect anything else right now. Let's see if there is a research I can get safely over here. Our oxygen is holding up pretty well here. Go safely back through here. Yeah, it looks like I've come back here once before. I think we might have grabbed this. Yeah, these I've had before, these I've had before. What we need is a new research. The next new pod we get should get us the ship, I would imagine. I think we're pretty low on things. We might need the crane still. We might not have gotten that. We might need... well, that might be it, actually. Crane for sure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of these tethers back, put it in my top left slot here, and as you guys know, I've talked about this before, but if it's in the top left slot, it won't delete our tethers. Which I think this set is actually low anyways, so we might want to reset with a new set here anyways, because I think we lost one somewhere along the way. Got 2 malachite, I'll put that on the ship, or on the Rover rather. We'll just grab like one more. 1 or 2 more. Oops. And now we're still connected here, good. Okay. Out of power. Okay, we gotta make sure we don't drain the ship, the thing out here. Alright, I think we might not risk the malachite at this point now. I think we're just gonna try to get out of here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this back over to the surface safely. And then I'll come back on foot for these tethers. And then what we'll do is take a trip around the world. I don't know how we can get our directional figured out though. We're gonna try to head like east or west probably. So we need to figure it out. Someone has said if I can kind of glitch it. And I might have to take a look at the comments quick here to see what exactly they were saying. But basically is that if we click a couple of things just right, we can actually get the compass to stay out. It's definitely a glitch. I don't think it's supposed to work like that. But, yeah, we're 1 tether short leg, right? We got 4, 3, 4. Yeah, we're missing 1. Okay. That's not too bad. Okay, so I'd much rather would make the truck, though, because the truck can have room for the researchers that we're missing. And that's the only thing we'll want to carry back with us. It's the only thing we care about, so we will go on an expedition here, and it will be tough. I have no doubt, and we might die if we're not careful, but I think we can do it. So I'm going to park this guy right here. Let him charge up. And we'll take the stuff off. Laterite, get that off too. We'll take our tethers with us. We'll take our generator with us. See, I also got these separated out now into type, which is awesome. I had this just sitting flat on the ground, and what interesting thing that can happen is when you get a sandstorm, the boxes actually can hit these things and bounce them all over the place. It's kind of fun, but not fun when you have to go pick them up afterwards. Looks like this is ready to go. Should I just do it? All right, so what will we need? We'll need another seat. I don't have one. I think there was one on... Yeah, there was one on the, at the one place we stopped at. Let's go grab that. Instead of wasting resources, we'll just go grab it quick. Our rover's fully charged, and the thing is not that far away. Go grab it quick. It's a free chair. I mean, save ourselves a couple compound. Yep, that's what we fill us in. It's over here, right? The ship, the down ship, damage ship. Keep an eye on our power. And if I don't want to get halfway through on power and find out we're not finding what we're looking for. Set it over there. Yes, it is. Oh, actually, this is different. Well, this might be the research we need, actually. Now, I might not need to do that trip around the world after all, if this works. We're about halfway on power. We have 2 pods over here. I don't know if we've ever done the Lego pod before. That's what I call that one. It's got those little nodules on it. I don't know if we've ever done this one before. So that might be the answer. Our power might fail before we get back, though. In which case, I'll just make up some power cells quick. Or grab some organic. Oh, look at this. Yeah, there's something over here, too. That's pretty close by. That might be what I'm thinking of as far as our last landing spot. Maybe we did... It was a down ship, right? I thought it was. There's usually a chair on those. There's always a chair on those. Totally made it back. Park it over here. This smelter's still not working as far as connection right now. All right. And let's grab this off for research and find out if it is indeed the one we're looking for here. Because that would be awesome if we get the one we need right now. And we can get the ship, and then we can take a look at our wall from space. Nice look of, looks like tundra there. Maybe exotic. Okay, here we go. We have not gotten this one before. Please, 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 please be the ship. Winch. Ah. Well, we need that too. Winches are cool. Just disappointing that we didn't get what we're looking for there. All right. There was another pod over there. I think we might have gotten that one before, but I'm willing to try it. And we'll take a look at the other spot there too. Try to make that a little more level. It was right over here, right? It was pretty close by. Let's see if we got everything for this over here. Make sure we didn't miss anything here. I don't want to fall in that hole, because that would be hell getting back out of there. But if the research is down in there... Nope, just horizon, okay. Let's go back over here and then get that leather pod. Again, battery's failing already. I'm pretty sure we've gotten this one before. I'm hearing a sandstorm. Okay. I think it might miss us. I'm not going to take any chances. I'm just going to grab this pod. Throw it on the back here. And maybe we haven't gotten that one before. And it looks like we can make it back, I think. Well, we might not be able to see where we're going. It's another risk. See if you can outrun it. Let's see if I can outrun it. We'll run out of power. Okay, we're not gonna be able to run it. Okay, we're gonna have to wait. Wait, just wait, just wait. Alright, if we stop using the gas, though, we should be fine. Our things are getting knocked around to these boxes just a little bit. We'll wait it out. You'll be alright. I don't know if we'll have time to get to the trip around the world today. I hope this research is what we need, though. I don't know if we've gotten this one. I guess it'll tell us in a moment here. It's not looking familiar. But they all start... This one kind of looks like a couple other ones. But the blue circle top is what is throwing me here. Now, I don't know if we've seen that particular top. You look over there, you see a couple collection points, it looks like. For some of the resource. Alright, we can see again. And we got the bridge right here. I think. Yep. So, there's that. If we can't see this from space, I have a couple other ideas that aren't going to be as reliable, but if we can see this from space, that'd be the best. Alright. Alright, moment of truth. Is this the research we need? Come on. Do it. Survey says, yes! And? Crane. Spaceship, yes! Oh, yeah, fantastic, okay. So, we need to do a couple things then. First, we need to build a truck. because I don't want to have to give up this place. It probably will still work to build something on it. I just don't want to get it accidentally locked in and on top of each other. So what we need is copper for that. Oh no, we need aluminum for that. We have enough though, I think. Yep, have enough. Grabbed titanium by accident. All right, so we need that. I could take the chair off this one. I don't need to go looking for another chair right now, because this one will get retired for right now. So truck. And there's a lot of stuff we can do with the truck, but I'm not gonna put storage on just yet because I want to keep those spaces free for other things. Then we'll take this chair, throw it on there. Okay, take this storage and throw it on there. And now we have room for 2 nodes. Not that we need them, but we can always put a storage on the back of this if we want to as well. But we'll take this over and connect it over here. And just leave it here for now. All right. And then we're going to make the spaceship. Fantastic. And what this was gonna do is it's gonna create a new landing point on our map. So we will have to deal with that, but it should become pretty apparent. I guess the only other thing I could do is have each landing or each spot not have a docking bay, maybe is the only way I could get around that. That's another method we could do, but it's not gonna be like a full base then, you know, because you need the docking bay to be a full base. And as soon as you build it, it's gonna make a new landing spot on your map. So, yeah, we'll have to find out. Okay, let's make it though. And now we'll be interstellar. And we'll go grab some hydrazine from over here. We have 4 that should be plenty to get off the ground and land right where we took off from. That should be plenty. And then we'll make it a mission next time to do some collection of hydrazine, because we are lacking, obviously. This isn't going to get us too far as traveling, but it will get us somewhat far. And then it has this 1-seater there. I don't like it when it does that. I don't want to do that, actually. What I want it to do... we could use a habitat to land with, actually, for right now. And I think we should do that because we'll probably want a habitat anyways, and they're relatively cheap to make. So let's make a habitat quick here. Need some compound. Oh, we're doing this, guys. We're doing this. We can use a habitat to take off and land with. No risk there. The only problem would be is if we try to settle with the habitat, we don't have a way to take the ship back off again. So we need to make sure it stays on the ship. For now, until we're ready. Eventually we'll build a seater on it, but for now we can use a habitat to fly around. Alright, so there's that. Throw it on here. Alright, so I don't need to worry about this thing then. I can put this back on the other truck here. Okay. Alright, so let's get a look at our Great Wall here and see if it's gonna work for a landmark we can see from the sky. Alright, let's take off and take a look. Here we go, into space. Alright, doesn't look like it's gonna be visible. It might not be tall enough. If it needs to be taller, it's gonna be a big risk to build. Alright, let's take a look and see if we can signify that place from different other places. So there's a lot of nodes to land on. We're talking about like 30 bases probably. That is a task. It's not going to happen. We're going to leave this planet before we do that. But yeah, it might be it's a long-term goal for sure. Let's see. It's coming around in a minute here. If we put beacons down, I believe we might be able to see them from space. That would be the trade-off there. And it'll have a marker for right now, so we know which node is ours. There's the node. So if we build a base, every single one of these is going to have that. And it looks like we cannot see it from space, so it does not render those. We're too high up. It's too small, also. Okay, well we have that. Let's head over to here. That's too bad. Okay, so the structure that my plan here was not going to work. The only other thing I could think of to try is to put a beacon next to... Whoa, 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 whoa. This is not our landing spot. Okay, I don't want to get out of here because we're in a bad spot here. Oh, you know what it is? We landed right, that's where we landed originally. No, it has, no, it can't be it. Why would there be a landing spot that close together with each other? I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about this particular objective as far as if it's feasibility, if it's not challenging enough, is it too challenging, is it not gonna work for some reason I'm not seeing possibly? Let me know what you think in the comments. But yeah, that's right now, that's the plan for Terran. That's the goal for Terran, is we won't be complete on Terran until we build a node on each base. I would even just settle, I mean, building a habitat at each base would be enough. I think, I mean, it'd be, you know, not great, but it would be something at least. Yeah, it would be, I guess the first thing to do would be, well, first of all, let's land at our old base. And let's try to put down some beacons to see if we can make it look any different from space here. So I went to this one first, now I'm gonna try this one. And that's probably gonna be it. Got home sitting right in the middle of it. When can we see that from the sky? Like right now. Okay, that's where it starts. Yeah, it's not super visible. We need like neon lights or something like that. We need that to be added into the game. Okay, so what we'll do is grab some compound, which we're starting to run out of again now. That's okay, there's lots of spots I've been passing up. Ultimately, I should not be passing up any spots like that, but what I'm gonna do is put down, you know, like several beacons around this spot, like maybe in the corners of my wall here. And what I'll do with those then is we'll use those to, hopefully from space we can see them. There's one. And that will help us determine this place, because this one place will have like several beacons around it, and no other place will have that. We'll just make sure we don't do that anywhere else. That's the plan anyways. So yeah, I guess what we'd have to build, if we wanted to have like a base at each place, we'd build a docking bay or a vehicle bay, and we'd build a habitat for starters. And then after that, I don't know, what qualifies as a base? Having all of the machines made? We're not making all of the machines in this. We're never gonna build a trade platform. We're never gonna build a thing. Maybe smelter and research would be the two things. But again, research, I wouldn't build another base ever again because we've already gotten, well, I guess we'll build it at bases where we're trying to get the nodes research, but I mean, we already have all the research done. So unless I'm trying to gather resources for it, I might not build another research. So smelter for sure, printer for sure, and vehicle bay for sure. Those would be the three criteria I would say that would make a base. So those three things would make a base, in my opinion. So if I had to build a habitat and then those three things, it would take, per node, it would take 4 resin, it's 3 per node, per machine. So we're talking, let's see, 2, 3, 6, 9, maybe 12 per base, and then that times 30. So not an easy task. A lot of resin required. Everything we're doing in this season requires a lot of resin. The plan for Baron, for instance, someone suggested I make a ring of a ring base all the way around the entire outskirts of it. And I think that's a great idea. I'd love to do that. But again, resin, we need 2 for that case. We need just 1 resin per thing, but that's going to take probably like 70, 80 things, I would imagine. All right, let's see if these beacons are visible from space. If these beacons are visible from space, then we got our answer as far as how we can differentiate this base from other bases. As you can see, I already screwed it up once, so it happens. It happens. Hopefully we have enough fuel to land. I didn't consider that. We might be stranded in space, in which case the game's over. No, I won't. I won't let it end the game for that. That'd be foolish. But it might actually kill us. We'll see. I'm not leaving orbit, so I don't think it's going to use as much fuel as I think it is, but it might have stranded us at this point because we went up, down, and I don't know. We put 4 in, and this might be the last one we can do. This is the last one I'm willing to do. Just because I'm not gonna, I mean, even though I wouldn't count that as a death necessarily, I think I don't want to take those risks, just in case. Plus we're losing resources if we do that, and I can't spare any resources at all. Okay, so beacons. Visible from space? Yeah. So I could just put down a ton of beacons, and then we can tell where our base is. And I actually will do 4 beacons then. I'll put one at each. I've put down 3. I can do one more and put them down each of the corners of the base, and that way it'll definitely signify which base is ours. I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Okay, so that's cool. I don't know why that always faces the 1-seater the wrong way. I don't like that they do that. We can get it to stop building on that particular spot, I think, if we fill it up with a resource. It'll stop trying to build there, maybe. There it goes. Yeah, that makes more sense. Facing like that would be fine. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll see. Do I have one more compound? I do. All right, we'll put one more beacon down on the corner over here, or the bridge, on the outside of the bridge, on the back side of the bridge. I mean, stop the wall right at the canyon here, but I don't know if I want it. Maybe I want to build the canyon straight across here. Okay, let's triangulate here. Let's make it as a square if we can. Like right here and right there. Looks like that's lined up, right? Let's take a look at our... Yeah, looks about right. Okay, so let's put the beacon down right by our feet here. All right, so we got the four corners of our base laid out. We're visible from space now, even though the Great Wall isn't. But that's okay. That's okay. It still looks cool. I don't mind that I build it. It's just now it does. There's no real purpose to it. Anyways, that will do it for this episode. Next time we'll try to take a trip around the world. I think we'll try to circumnavigate the Terran here, just to get a feel for the land. And then after that, we will maybe start heading off and maybe making some of the bases I've been talking about, or maybe head to Barren and start working on that project. It's hard to say. I think there's a lot of resin on other planets though too. Like if we head to Arid, I think there's a lot more resin there. So maybe we want to do one of those projects first. But yeah, they have specific rules. I don't remember what they were exactly, but I'll put them in the comments for sure. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of Astroneer Hardcore. I'll be back for an episode much sooner than the last one here. I think it took 6 days or so between episodes here. This one will only be a 1 day in between probably, and then I'll hopefully, maybe at some point, get back to every day if you guys are interested. If not, I'll just be sticking to just every other day for now. Anyways, guys, thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time for more Astroneer Hardcore. Have a good night.